Welcome to another edition of Karma Conversations here on East Mojo, and I'm Karma Paljor. Today, we have a very special guest, Jahnabi Phookan, National President of FLO. She is the National President of the FICCI Ladies Organization Women's Wing of Apex Industry Body, Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, also known as FICCI, representing over 8,000 women entrepreneurs and professionals. FLO works aggressively towards promoting economic empowerment and equal opportunities for women. As president, she leads the organization in its focus towards establishing new growth avenues of empowering women and entrepreneurship capabilities and professional excellence that enable them to take up new challenges and avail new opportunities in this digital age. Thank you so much for joining us here on East Mojo, ma'am.
Thank you, Karma, for having me.
Congratulations. You are president, national president, in a very difficult year.
Yes.
That's why, as the topic suggests, we are talking about the new challenges that have come our way. How do you foresee this year going, and what would you like to take up for yourself as a challenge?
Well, Karma, I don't like the word difficulty. I think every crisis, there's an opportunity. So when I came in February, when we have this orientation that we take as the incoming national president, I spoke about sustainability, the importance of sustainability and practices and sustainable livelihoods for women's economic empowerment. And by March, the world had changed. Sustainability has become a key word. So we will go forward in that. And I would not call this, I know there have been challenges on the ground, but I've told my team that we must look at it in the positive side. Because now, with our 8,000 women across the country, we are closely bonded together with the new technology. We've embraced technology. We do online classes. We interact all the time. We get to meet ministers, union ministers, important people who can give us policy decisions that we can raise, and we're meeting them up front. And this is not only just me at the center doing this, which was normally the case before. We met them physically and we interacted in a limited way. But now I think I'm very bullish on this. This has given us a new force to reckon with, and our members are also getting to learn a lot more about the way of working together, the advantages we can seek, and the fact that, which I will tell you in due course, the online platform that we have created for ourselves, for not only for our members, but for the women around us, because we are very conscious that of the 17th chapter, we must each go down and empower women at the three levels that we work: the grassroots, the middle income, and the corporate level. And we are working towards that. And we will make that happen as the year goes along. So that is the way I'm facing it. And I don't think we'll be disappointed. We will make sure that this year doesn't go to waste. There's a lot we have to do. The country needs more women to come forward and more engagement.
Right. Would just like to step away, from your role as the national president for a moment, and take you on your own journey. Because for a person from the Northeast to be at the helm at the national level is certainly quite an achievement. How would you see your journey, and what drives you really? Because you've been an entrepreneur, co-founder of two, national award-winning tourism companies.
You see, Karma, thing is that it's a very sobering fact that I'm the first president from the Northeast in FLO, which is 37 years old. And not only that, I find that I'm the first Northeasterner, man or women, to head a presidential post in a chamber of commerce in the country. And that's really sad. But anyway, having said that, I do think my responsibility is greater. I think of myself as a voice of the Northeast, and to connect the rest of the country. People It's the same old story. 30 years, people are still trying to discover us, still find us different, still find us unusual, and they're excited to learn more. And it was my advantage that I must, derive more benefit from, that we bring in more people that we can talk about, highlight more of the opportunities that I had there, and the importance we are to the rest of the country. Like recently, I just held the first, what I call the BIMSTEC series. I started with Myanmar with my team, and we spoke to the BIMSTEC, to the Myanmar Women Entrepreneurs Forum. And this is going to be the first. And we will go to all the BIMSTEC countries and tie them together as women to women in the entrepreneurial network. And, it was so well received by the governments of both the countries. Both the ambassadors were there to support us. And I was quite surprised that this had not been done before. So I can see a lot of opportunities that we are going to make sure we get. But now, talking about my personal journey, coming back when I did to Assam in the early 80s and got married, and then Guwahati was a sleepy little town. My husband was also studying outside Assam. I was always studying outside Assam. But when we got married and came back here, it was like we turned a disadvantage into an advantage. When nobody knew about, this quiet place, and we decided to market the destination. Tourism was not a career option at all by any stretch of imagination. So we decided we'll open a company called Jungle Travels India and market Assam, Northeast to the jungles of Assam, bring people in there. So it's possible to have a dream, but the important thing is to hang in there. What happens in a business, the first 5 years, you can really close it down. And there are many a time when I've fought so much societal pressure to go out to work, and because of the support of my family and my in-laws and my husband, that I went out and did that. Otherwise, it was like, why does she need to work? Can her husband not afford it? And now it's so good to see down the years that everyone is working and the attitude is not, how come she's staying at home and she's not working? So with that, zeal, I think we went on. Yet we challenged the stereotypes. When we came in, there was no IATA agency. It was a given that you went to Calcutta for your air ticket. And my husband, Ashish, and I were wondering, why on earth can we not do it here? But it was such a closed world. People won't let you in. So it was only when American Express came in and they made us their franchisee partner, then we got the opportunity to get that training to become the first IATA agent of the Northeast. And the rest of the airlines saw that there was a country beyond Calcutta. Which I always say, there is an India beyond Calcutta. And today it's so commonplace to see IATA agents over, but it gives us a lot of satisfaction. So you have to challenge it every time. Look at the river cruising that we started. When everyone said it's not possible to navigate the Brahmaputra, it's a notoriously unnavigable river. Well, we challenged it. And with our British partners, Ashish and I, we went from door to door looking for funds. And finally, SBI gave us a fraction of the loan. And India's first long-distance river cruising company, we started from Assam, a small company from Assam. And today, we put India on the international map. And, we're a medium-sized company now. And it's so thrilling to see that foreign competition wants to come into the waters in Brahmaputra and in the Ganges. But hey, we have to have that attitude and go forward. So it's everything, every dream is possible. Every mountain can be climbed. It's just all in the mind. That's
brilliant.
Yeah, that is why I'm the first president of the Northeast. And hopefully I want more and more of our people to come forward. So I always tell people, you must go out there and challenge yourself.
That's so refreshing to know that right from the beginning, you have so many firsts to the name. And all of us are certainly proud. And this fact must be told more, that she is the first president of FLO from the Northeast, and first, I guess, for any national level chamber of commerce. So truly a great achievement for the Northeast.
Yes,
and as a change maker, what are the changes that you wish? What's your vision for the Northeast at a macro level and at a micro level.
Right. So the macro, it was very funny when I went to Delhi and I spoke about sustainability, and everyone was like, "What is that?" But something where we've come from. You have to be, if you're in a self-sustaining environment, that is the only way out. And I think now people are looking around and saying, "Hey, you were right. This is the way." Now with the economy is going to start from bottom up. When I look at all the rural women that we want to empower and give them not just skilling, because skilling is a overused word. I'm looking at skilling to environment, to livelihood generation. It has to end in livelihood. And in every sphere, you have to go back with our rural women, for instance, and the returning migrant women, the returning workers coming back is a new phenomenon. How do we tackle that? That is something when we are training for our women at the grassroots, we will also have to start thinking about the returning migrants. So I encourage all our young people and who've gone back to agribusinesses, gone back to their homes. Where people are coming back to small towns and villages. A lot of people don't want to go back to that big concrete jungle, but they can survive. And I think that would be Gandhiji's dream coming true again when what Modiji is talking about, that you can sustain yourself right here with the e-commerce and maybe with women working from home, as it is. If the economic survey of 2020 said that 60% of India's women sit at home. We are one of the lowest, we are the 10th lowest, workforce in the country anyway for women. And they're sitting at home. But they would want to, the urban, educated, unemployed, whereas our education is increasing. Women are getting more and more educated, but they're educated, unemployed, sitting at home. So that would be maybe with this pandemic, when they're all sitting at home, they are going to learn to capitalize on that again. We are looking to have more online classes, training them in more digital literacy and financial literacy, communication skills. And a lot of them are learning for our FLO members, of course, we have a different level where we've tied up with the IIMs, IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, IIM Shillong. Those are for women director levels. When you want to aspire to be a woman director, we can help you in FLO to go for that course. So when I'm talking about the non-FLO members, the women outside our membership, these are what we're trying to do. Life Skills National Program on the life skill generation. And if we handhold them through these, initial times with the help of implementing agencies. Because that's clear that FLO ourselves, our job is just to connect the dots. We can't go there and do it ourselves. We don't have the expertise. But yes, what we're doing now, we're connecting the dots. And Pan India, I'm connecting. We have a consulting agency from Netherlands who specialize in working for rural livelihood for women. And they've been in India since 2007. So with them, we signed an MOU to co-create employment. So these are, and the others, Ramtaran, they're working in the ITIs. There's Hamara Bachpan Trust. They work with the underprivileged women and girls. So these are various partners we're trying to handhold and take along in our journey. And hopefully we will make some impact. But the idea is to try. And we've reached out to the government. We've had the opportunity to speak with the petroleum minister. We've spoken about how FLO would like to lend its hand and be part of nation building. Give women-led, shops which we can run in the petrol pumps under FLO. When he spoke about the Ujjwala Didis that the ministry runs. So there's so many things to do. We've met Union Minister Smriti Irani, spoken to her about how women can, help in the textile sector. We put up some pointers to her as well. We are working on a COVID impact analysis for women's livelihood in key sectors. That is what we also presented to the government. So these are some of the thoughts we are and how we want to go about the journey.
But ma'am, you highlighted on two very important aspects of what we are looking at. One is the challenge. I look at it as a challenge as a journalist. You look at it as an opportunity. The second, of course, is the first, of course, is of reverse migration. Now, that's the question I've put to some of the chief ministers as well, that this is going to be a challenge for the entire Northeast because a lot of people, as you said, are coming back. Now, how we are going to utilize them, how we are going to get them employment, because most of the states are dependent on the government for employment, is going to be a challenge. The second point that you raised, a very pertinent, a very interesting point is, of urban, educated, unemployed women who are a huge resource. The economic survey puts that at 60%, which is very interesting because this segment can be a huge resource for the country. And now, work from home, living with work from home, gives us an opportunity to understand how we can utilize this stagnant population of the country and a very powerful population of the country and bring them into the active, so to say, the workforce of the country. How do you want to tackle, first, on the reverse migration? What do we need to do? What are the steps that we need to do? And second, if we are to get these 60% of very skilled people into the workforce in India, how do we systematically do it?
Well, it's very interesting because when we are looking at that 60% workforce, a lot of them want to become homepreneurs. That's a new word now. And a lot of women are at home doing home entrepreneurship. We want to develop that skill further with more and more online training, with more and more linkages, online e-commerce linkages. We are talking to several partners, and that will be in the offing. And where the underprivileged is concerned, we have mooted for 2 points. One is in the urban sector. I've encouraged our chapters to adopt an industrial ITI, Industrial Training Institute or Polytechnic, where girls are involved. And we have taken up a mentorship and apprenticeship, internship, followed with livelihood generation, where we're working with partners such as GTET. They are trained and skilled in this line, and they will take up this opportunity. So in each chapter, we will at least try to do one pocket of trained personnel that we want to be able to take out to the workplace, work-ready female force. And in the others, then in these, we will have linkages with education, vocation, enterprise, and employment. So we are signing an MOU with that, and that is going to be coming from our side. That is the effort we are going to put into it. In the rural sectors, let me also mention that we are going to adopt a village or a social enterprise, which is NGO-led, but for women. And our partner from Netherlands is going to work with that NGO to scale up their activity. So this has gone out pan-India. And so that is where the sustainable story comes out. And we will try to train her to be independent on that and get self-sufficient. There is another partner called HeyDD, who do the skills training for, below poverty line girls who are trained to become delivery girls and ride a bike. Because now we have a standing order from a large company who want more e-commerce. There'll be more delivery required. There'll be more women required on wheels to go and deliver that product. So that's an opportunity there. So I'm excited that is going to be happening. And we are training pan-India with HeyDD on that. We also have a collaboration with Tata Strive. They are also training for making them workforce ready, and they have a long sort of a list of requirements that they will fulfill and look after them. And get these, and they have a workforce ready who want these trained personnel. So the idea is no longer just skilling, idea is to connect them to the end product to be able to give them that job. So likewise, we also have that NIIT, where they have promised that once they have done that e-commerce, they are better trained at the digital level, they'll be absorbed in a lot of jobs that we want to pan India now. People are going to be sitting at home, more and more people need this back-end support. And that is where our girls will come in. A large, educated, unemployed girls, this is where they come out. We have organizations like Amity University who also come forward to work with us. So we have several of these partners in line, and this is how we're going to take it forward. And we have also spoken about the other programs that we are going to run for the knowledge series that we will do. That is also where we'll be talking about the unsung heroes, the ones who have already done work, who need more connectivity, who need to be, who need to come out to the forefront. They will be tackled as well. And where it's basically going to be there's another marketing. End of the day, I find for all the schemes that the government is also running, marketing seems to be the problem. So we have an entity, I won't name that now, but where we are going to be able to connect that. Give them the e-commerce linkage, even if you look at the National Rural Livelihood Mission, they also have an enormous amount of products that the women are doing, but they need help with the marketing end of the day. Market linkage is also something we're looking at. And maybe from now, we're getting the sense of what's in the market, the strengths the women have, the linkages we can forge, and the reskilling and the rebooting. That's a second education. For women who are home after having their children, wanting to go back to the workplace, there's also an opportunity there. And they will be able to do it better maybe in this new normal. Nobody needs to go back physically anywhere. They'll work from home, they will raise their children, they will raise their household, and they will get empowered economically if we give them the right, enabling environment, which we hope to do.
Right. Ma'am, what about, handling reverse migration, the challenges that all the states of the Northeast now face?
Yes. So we don't know what the government policy are going to be, but I feel very passionately that, the more of the young entrepreneurs that we have on the ground, like look at tourism where I come from. There's so many levels of tourism. I know the industry is upset that the government hasn't done enough for them, but tourism is also considered a sector, a unit under MSME. The 70 to 80% fell under that MSME unit. Now they've expanded that. So under MSME unit is what tourism would come under. And once we envisage that tourism opens up like a travel bubble, that you work within your region, within your district, or within your state, everyone will want to go out and take that little, eat that food outside, or take that little break elsewhere, or use that little homestay. So tourism is also a sustainable livelihood where reverse migration, once you go back to your villages, you lead your authentic way of life. And the tourists from, we envisage that day when people want to come back to see travel and authentic way of life. And there would be enough to sustain oneself in that. Because now for the reverse migrants, just wait for the government to give them jobs is not going to happen. How can they sustain themselves out of the environment they are in? That is the way we have to look at it. That is what from our side, from what we can understand, because this is a new phenomenon, is what we can train them for. We can train them back for the ones who already come with that skill from a city life, coming back. Maybe he would be able to make to a better opportunity. I would say that agribusiness, the horti business, or the e-commerce business that he could activate, work from home and do that. That may be the only way out. I don't know what the government's thing is on this, but I feel that we have to at least, for now, give them that training for the women, and give them that training and that self-confidence and that digital literacy and the financial literacy to deal with this. Then we can handhold them onto the next level through the women enterprises, through self-help groups, through connecting them with the government on that very low level when they're talking about what the petroleum minister had told us about when he had started that Ujjwala, the gas cylinder scheme, and trained so many women along with it, who went from house to house explaining about the gas cylinder, and they're called Ujjwala Deedu. So now what we're coming to is, after we had asked for I think self-help groups be allowed to register as under the LPG distribution. But the minister told us that uh, registration is over. Next will be the CNG distribution. When CNG happens and that distribution takes place, the petroleum minister is going to be also empowering girls, women, to get trained in this, where you can go home to home, become a technician, learn that, and maybe become a distributor. And there would be a lot of jobs in that level, I think. There are also the girls that they train under the petrol pumps. Every petrol pump that you had, you could train women and girls could run that. FLO has asked gone a step further and asked for women-led shops in these petrol pumps for the under FLO banner. So those are the opportunities which will come. I think this, and Petroleum Minister spoke about a very interesting connect when he talked about plastic waste management. I don't know if you saw that recent interview I did with him, where he spoke about the plastic that is generated in your home, that as a householder, the woman householder, gives it to her maid, who can do probably at a premium price something, and the maid also gets to sell it to a stockist for a particular sum. And these are identifiable plastic quality, which is then taken on for going into the road building, bitumen and others. So there's a whole sort of a stream that we do from your home to the road. That'll be waste to wealth, the plastic segregation. There's also an opportunity there, which we in FLO are also going to do a training on. We promise that for in the urban slums. That is what we're going to come up with. Waste to wealth management, where, and it's very interesting, and I must mention that Dibrugarh, our very own Dibrugarh state, got the best district award in the country for plastic waste management. But the DC there had taken the plastic waste and it's been segregated, and it has a particular, goes under cyclette shredders, and it's been used for road laying, it's gone into the road construction.
Right.
So these are things to explore, and these are just ideas we are listening to and getting excited by, and we hope we can, we are going to put that structure to it. The waste to wealth will definitely happen with us.
Right.
And we're asking for women-led practitioners who are going to specifically trained for this in all the cities.
Right, a subject very close to your heart, which is tourism, and some of the states in the Northeast depend on it heavily. When do you think tourism will pick up? Will it pick up at all this year? Is it looking bleak right now for the sector? Because many entrepreneurs who've gotten into this are having a tough time.
That is right. They totally sympathize. They totally understand. We are all in the same boat. Our company is also closed. But when there's a saying I love to refer to: when the fishermen can't go out to sea, they repair their nets. This is the time we should sit back, re-examine, rethink, differently that we would do it. We have to re-examine our packages. For us, who are heavily dependent on the overseas market and no longer have that luxury, we will look for the Indian market. We'll have to make shorter packages. Something that would interest the Indian diaspora, not so much the overseas. Their perspective and our own countrymen's perspective are totally different. We will look towards that. We will have to make shorter packages. But I think more and more they just want to see the authenticity. So nothing that we do anything differently. We just want to be what you are. Which I keep telling all our people. And another important thing in tourism is that make sure that all young people get their training done in what they have online course, which we are at FLO are going to sign a MOU with the ministry next week. The ministry is also very excited because we know that this is where women can figure in such a large way. Women have always figured, but simply one given the credit, because from the grassroots onward, it's the woman. It's that lady in Shillong Falls with her lovely shining kettle and her boiled egg and tea. She's a part of the tourism cycle too. Neat, clean, we want to go there. So from FLO, we are going to also tie up with NSDC for the training women and girls in the health, hygiene, sanitation, and for under that wash. So they're all certified. So when someday things open up, okay, you're going to certify place. And there's this concept called DD cafes, small mom and pop stores we have in the Northeast, we all over. They'll be certified. There will be what I hoped for, what I dreamt about before COVID struck us, is that we've asked the MOT to give us space in all the tourist monuments for women-led activities. Let women be in charge of that bazaar. Let women bring in their fresh produce. Let women cook there. Let it be a women's hawker area. It'll be neat, clean, and believe me, you'll be much safer eating with them than with the men's cafe. So that is what. If women are put in charge, I think it'll be a better and a safer world. So that is what we hope with tourism we will do. And with that MOU signing, the government ministry is also very keen that we talk about this. We also talk about what the PMO had said about when we open up, is your question. Right now it's off-season for us, let's face it. As it is, it's off-season. We would only open in October. This year may not happen, October, November maybe. But when it does, nobody should be looking to travel abroad any longer. Nobody will be traveling. We will travel within our own country, and we will, what PMO had talked about, visiting 15 destinations in India till 2022 and Dekho Apna Desh, be local about vocal, patronize your own people. And there was a very interesting talk we had with Sabyasachi last week. Sabyasachi Mukherjee, the designer, and he also spoke about the weddings that we talk about. The big fat Indian wedding, always out of the country, always a destination wedding. Or if it's in India, all the orchids and all being flown in from abroad. Stop all that. Use your own people. Take your own, use your own flowers, your own people, your own weavers. Give back to your own society. So that consciousness must come. We must be proud as Indians and look to our own thing. Take pride in your own country because it's like really, rebuilding our nation. So it's more and more, we also owe that. No Chinese, and definitely work and patronize your own. Then I don't see we are all using our own products and helping each other out. We will be a self-sustaining country, which I really believe in. That is the only way out for us. That is going to be the way forward. I think a lot of people are beginning to recognize all across the country.
Right. Ma'am, and as the president of a national organization like the FICCI Ladies Organization, Wing of FICCI, what is your stand going to be on the current Chinese aggression that we've seen in Ladakh?
Well, it's we are hoping to meet. Before this thing started, the defense minister has promised to see us. We're hoping to meet with him, and definitely we know that our prime minister is going to make sure that we are in safe hands, and we all know why China is playing this card.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am, and taking in all our questions. And we certainly hope, being the first lady from the Northeast to be at the helm of a national organization, and not just the FICCI Ladies Organization, but of a national level chamber. Thank you so much, and we certainly hope you live up to the motto, the power to empower, for your organization. All the best. Thank you so much for speaking to East Mojo.
Thank you very much, Karma, and I'm sure through the medium of your channel, we will be able to amplify the message. And we are in this together. We all have to work together.
Great. We certainly do for the Northeast to come up strong, not just across the country, but across the world. Yes. And to our viewers, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much. Bye. Namaskar.